Oh, what's this? Clearance level 1.
This must open the door.
Oh, shit. Why is he moving? Oh, that's disturbing. I don't know if... I don't think that's intentional. That looks really off. I can't... This game's so weird, I can't tell if that's a bug or not. It does not help that his, like, face is so messed up. Oh, he's still dancing. God damn. So yeah, okay, I did need to pick that up in order to get through that door. So let's just have a quick look over here. Control point. Anything in this bathroom? No lights, nothing. Alright, see if there's anything upstairs. This building's layout is a complete maze. Alright, correspondence. Martial lockdown. Distinctions. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sectors until the emergency is handled. Okay, so I was wondering this earlier. Why are they surprised that Jesse got in? We didn't face any kind of security. Like, they have locked doors, but we didn't face any locked doors going in. And what they meant is that the elevator should not have been working. And it probably didn't work until after we talked to the janitor. Right, pay attention, blah, blah, blah. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red contaminant breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It will only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understands how this mess all works. Ooh. What is this? Is that damaging me? No, it's not. But it probably does. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Nope. Okay, so I died, but the way it works is you lose 10% of your resource, but it gave me something now because I got far enough in to trigger it. It said it said a point or something. Let's check. It might be part of like an upgrade tree that I just don't have access to yet. Oh god, I can watch that again. No fucking thank you. Yeah, okay, I see it in the top right. So I have one recycling point. Ooh, the graphics look really off there. This particular spot, it's something about the gloss, it's affecting her coat as well. She looks plastic. And now it's not happening anymore. That was weird. Hey, I suppose I shouldn't complain too much. It's no Quantum Break, their last game, which even on PC is completely fucking broken. You can't get 30 frames a second to save your life. It's a sturdy radio. Holy shit. Oh, shit.
listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers came about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, listeners.
Alright, let's move on from that. Alright, so this is the spot I was in before. So this room's just a total wipe. I can't get in there. It seems like once you get past a certain point, the gas will just kill you. It doesn't matter if you're touching the floor. So we'll get round to that at some point. Or at least I will when I'm playing offline. Oh, boss fight.
They can fly now. Great.
They fly now? They fly now. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, fuck, he's dodging. Oh, shit. Okay, there's some kind of trick to this that I'm missing. I should probably try getting to the other side of the room, see if there's anything I can use. Maybe I just have to hit him really fast, like he can only dodge once at a time.
They can fly now.
Yes, that's it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What did I pick up? Tea time? Not the time. Oh shit. Maybe I need to be grabbing his thing. Hold on. Health, 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 health. Give me the health. Oh, I am damaging it at least. That's good. Yeah, okay. You just gotta rapid fire.
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Oh, hotline chambers up there. So yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for signs. That should help me out. Let's just do a quick sweep of the room. Oh, thought I saw something there. Nope. No, this, other than that note I found about tea time, seems to just be a boss fight arena. How's the stream been holding up, by the way? I guess doing alright? Because I noticed with this game, I've been thinking about it, and I think most of the games I play on stream... oh, that's good. Because most of the games I play on stream, I play it at 60 frames a second, and that's also what it streams at. But in this game's case, it doesn't give you a frame rate option. It just has VSync off or on, and my monitor is 75 Hertz by default. So I was wondering if that was maybe messing it up, it being run at 75 and then streamed at 60. But if you see it's work completely fine, then no worries then. Alright. Yeah. Oh man, look at this room.
Alberto Tomasi, head of...
Federal Agent, U.S. Federal Bureau of Control. Issued 2016. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed.
Palms. The hiss got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
What, you didn't notice the big bulky recording machine? Well, to be fair, I guess he did notice it. Launch efficiency. Launch energy cost 9%. Energy recovery speed. I think that's what I want more than anything, if it's what I think it is. Let's try it out, actually. Let me try turning that off. Nope. Oh, you know what? It would be most obvious with energy plus. So let's put health on for a second, right? And that's at 50%. So let's let that recover. And then switch in the energy plus 6. Yep. And now I'm gonna, yes, okay, yeah. The bar is longer now, so that is definitely what energy is. So energy recovery plus 20 is definitely what I want. pattern of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butt, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch code. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located in blank blank, which has been connected to a total number of blank disappearances. Agents found no one inside. When searching for a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the effect. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house blank days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord has been also disappeared during this incident. So, did all of those other people who disappeared end up at the oldest house? I would hope so, or maybe not. The fact that they didn't mention anyone else, not even like bodies, is kind of concerning. Oh, I barely nudged that thing and it just fell off the wall. Alright, according to their testimony, the agents have been transported from the Butt home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino. They discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. From which they only learned after pulling another hotel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the Holders house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butt have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butt home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, blank number of light cords have been found, located in the blank and blank sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operative is blank, but initial hypothesis centered on the Butt AWE is a blank. I kind of wish they didn't. I wish they weren't so zealous on blanking stuff out, because it just makes it a little awkward to read. Let's see. Hotline security log. Alright, that's just people who've used it.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream. Hello? Anyone here?
Oh, something's happening. So a different door opens with each one. Let's see if we can find... Oh, what's this?
Key has a black pyramid on
Alright, now I have a key for that door. I was going to try it first, but I thought maybe that would end the sequence, and I wanted to look around first. Yeah, it's just going to switch between those three doors. And behind door number 3 is that a screenshot from the game? Come on, come on. How many times? There we go. Where the fuck are we? This straight up is just Magneto's fucking cell. Alright. Still don't know who the board is, but we'll find out, I guess. Or maybe we won't, I don't know. Whoops. Hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Whoa. You fuck off. What are you? I mean, that doesn't work. Let's just avoid that thing. It's just an obstacle. And I can hear the hotline. Man, all I can think back to is like, remember all the fucking platforming in Max Payne? How fucking shit it was. They made you do it so much. And the dream sequences, oh god, the dream sequences were the absolute worst. Oh, thank fucking Christ they finally just figured out platforming. If they're gonna do it, at least do it right.
It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
Hello, Mayor.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people.
That
The
voice
only
is so
person you should
familiar.
fail is yourself. But
It sounds
things
like
change when
Max
you
Payne,
become
but I'm not sure it
director.
is. It sounds a lot like he did in Max Payne 3, but I don't know. Probably not. Probably imagining that.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info.
Alright, so I got a bunch of things, but it just said hotlines. Board countermeasures. You do not have any board countermeasures. Okay. Alright, hotline.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this
Look this
beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive.
It kind of looks like him, doesn't it? But the actor, I'm not sure.
No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire.
The actor is James McCaffrey.
They are the weak point. Darling was right about
Best known for his role as Max Payne.
everything else. Dangerously
It's
wrong.
fucking Max Payne.
Suspicious.
They can't say it's Max Payne because they don't own the IP anymore, but it's just fucking Max Payne. They have this thing, Scott, with their games where they all share the same universe, the same continuity, but they, because of rights issues and them not owning all of their IPs, they can't use the actual names. So, for example, their second series, Alan Wake, he's a writer, and it's very fucking obvious that all of his novels are just starring Max Payne. They're about Max Payne's like crime noir adventures, and has the same kind of voiceover and everything, but they can't use the name. And I think Alan Wake's books exist in Quantum Break, and both of those are mentioned at some point in Control. In fact, one of the DLCs for this game is actually a continuation of the Alan Wake story, which is nice because that story was left on a fucking cliffhanger years ago.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me...
Hey, Cabot.
The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
So I'll watch the rest of those on my own time, unless it's a particularly interesting topic. There is one problem with though, is it's really hard not to notice that it's just a fucking 5-second video on loop. Like it's the same. It's way too short for how long those videos are.
Strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
So she's talking to us, the player. Apparently we exist within the context of the story. Actually, you know what it is, Henry? It's Deadly Premonition. It's Zack. That's exactly what it's like with Zack and York, where he's just constantly talking to him, and everyone else is like, "Are you just fucking crazy, dude?" Alright, now we got a shortcut back to the director's office. That was nice. Sure wish this could have just opened earlier. Oh, this is new. What the fuck is this? Oh, it records everything.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba...
Okay, yes, the hotlines, correspondence, Bureau funding. I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. As long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant wouldn't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us, as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Okay. Gee, I wonder if he's the traitor. Oh, he got it all over his fancy rock. Wait, his body's gone. Holy shit, I'm like, what's happening with this? What's happening with that? His body's just disappeared. Did he get up? Did he get up and walk away? Like, what the fuck? Okay, where's Emily? She's this way. Nope. Is that a level 4? I have no fucking memory of where any of the level 1 doors are. Security order. Oh, this is just... Thanks. What real fucking informative. God damn it, okay. That shortcut to open up the files is not working properly anymore. There we are. Just so it's easier to find, I've gotten rid of the marker on all of them. Now, anything in here? Nope, bunch of stuff. Collective unconsciousness. Ah, alright, here's what I wanted. Collective unconsciousness is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared by all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge, linking us through our ancestral heritage. Through this collective unconsciousness, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. See the Persona series for this. This internal belief in the power of images shared by the massive population is blank in the creation of altered items and objects of power. Sheer amount of blank exuded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with large amounts of power. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. Alright, so let's see. Oh, you know what this is? I've just realized. This is copyrighted music. Or maybe not that one. It probably is though. There's an option in here. Where is it? One hit kills? Oh, this is the assisted mode for making the game easier. Not this. Mute copyrighted music. So there is definitely music in here that's copyrighted. And hopefully I won't run afoul of that. Oh, interesting thing. Hey, look. Now that I'm director, I have my own portrait, where I'm wearing clothes that I have never worn. Right, have I been in here? I think I have. Yeah, I think this is all done, so let's just go talk with Emily. Nope. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarian. The potency of these abilities depends on them. Using the objects of power as an example, some can achieve a throw distance of blank, while others are only capable of as little as blank. See Darling's presentation. So they're talking about the Soviet launch codes. What exactly determines an individual's competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some exists within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be excised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he's one of the most accomplished the Bureau has ever seen. Now, Northmore, I think, was the director before Trench. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. So at one point they had a badass director, and then they got Trench, and even though he's voiced by Max Payne, apparently he wasn't that cool, and now it's our job.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry.
You made it.
I'll get to that. Let me just read this fucking thing. Initial reports where the entity known as the Hiss has revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss are able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Currently, any person not wearing a HRA device that has been distributed by Dr. Darling has been... anyone with the device has not been affected. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jessie Faden. She must have just wrote this. Who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behaviour is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed this theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms with the Hiss. We tested this ability on the Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. And she's already blanking parts of it out.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
So I guess I just brought the phone with me. Oh. Board countermeasures. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. So it's still giving me a marker on
Hi,
her.
Jesse.
Now I'll get to that
Thanks,
in my own
Emily.
time.
I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Alright,
Do you
let's-
hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Don't see any singing.
They say that you
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
20 feet. Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Okay, so let's... Still nothing there. Board countermeasures. Ooh, what's this? Kill Hiss Rangers. They know how to use soldiers, humans, smarts. Random common. Oh. These are bounty missions. Can I... Okay, you can only have 3 active at once. But, yeah. Do bounty missions, get random materials. Okay. Astral constructs. Skewered personal mode. Construct a random. Okay, so construct random mods. Refresh mods. Upgrade. So let's look at abilities. What can I get? So health upgrades. Nah, we're fine for now on that front. Melee, launch. Okay, I was kind of hoping for like actual abilities, not just straight damage upgrades. But I guess those will come later. So let's just unlock... Let's just upgrade launch for now. Additional weapon slot. Unlock the ability to throw grenades. Well, throw grenades back at them. Not enough, not enough. So the cost goes up after a bit. Oh wait, no, I just have 0. But yes, the cost also goes up. And I don't have enough material to upgrade the gun, so I think we're all good. Okay. And do I have any... Energy recovery. No worries, Scott. I'll probably be here for a while. Have fun. Let's see. Let's deconstruct these. I'm not using them. Alright. And gun mods. There we go. See it. So at least they have different videos for this. Okay, pretty yeah, it's just a bounty mission.
I heard
Okay.
that this attacked the power
So they said
plant. Brings up a lot of
that
new questions.
there
Are
was
they communicating, coordinating? What about
she said there was singing next to the elevator. Where is the elevator? Oh, there it is. Maybe it's on the floor below. But let's get this in the meantime. Ammo refund. Yeah, it's on the. It'll be on the ground floor, but it should be right below us.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I
Yeah,
said
so much for the
before,
lockdown.
The janitor is a friendly face.
Is he? Is he though? You sure he's not just a gas station attendant from fucking Persona 4? Okay, so you can have 2 equipped forms at once. I was wondering how they were going to do that. I was kind of hoping for like a weapon wheel, But I guess quick switching is all I get.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Okay, hold on. Locked door, but... it's funny. In a lot of games I never would have tried, but I established earlier that I could break those walls, so... Oh, another book club report. Filter. Oh, you can filter by unread, that's useful. These days, most young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story. Oh, Henry, this one's for you. With either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless you manage to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the world. Oh, I'm stealing this from my fucking orc character for Shadowrun. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for a young adult. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book a 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I recommend it to my brother's kids. It's a shame it didn't have vampires, because then she could have brought the character back in the second novel. Yeah, I'd often, a lot of games, I don't bother fucking reading the notes anymore, because it's very rarely interesting anymore. Like, BioShock really pushed everyone to try it, and we found out most people just don't have the writing chops for it. But this game's doing pretty well.
The is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
No, Henry, you can't. I mean, zombies were in for like a month, right? Remember the Romeo and Juliet zombie movie? That happened once, and that was the thing for like a year. That trend came and went. But vampires, they're fucking eternal. No pun intended. Holy shit, that was so fucking cool. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn there, that was just really fun. Oh, that's amazing. When it comes towards you, that can also hurt. So you can grab objects behind them to potentially hit them twice. Alright, and that's that cleansed out. I'm surprised this game is holding up performance-wise. I know it had some issues at launch, but like they tried doing something ambitious like this with Quantum Break as well, which was like the time travel one, and it had tons of fucking effects to accommodate that, and it was just shitting the bed every second. Didn't matter if you're on console or PC, it was just absolute dog shit. And this, it's holding up really well. I guess technology is finally accommodating their vision. I appreciate that I don't even really have to think about telekinesis. Like, there's always an object close enough. You know what, Henry? I'm thinking about it, and I hate to do this. I hate to fucking bring up Star Wars again after we've been trying to get away from the topic for so long. But this is how force powers should work. If we get another Star Wars game, this is what I want it to be. I honestly forget how the force powers work in Jedi Fallen Order. It had such a focus on lightsaber combat. I don't think it really did much with force powers. Yeah, but like more than that, Henry. Like look at this, right? See this object is highlighted when I look at it. So that's the one I pull, right? But let's see I don't look at it. I'm looking up here. I'm looking up here. It's still highlighting that one down in the bottom. So like now I'm looking at nothing. And I'm holding R1. And it... Holy shit, she just pulled a piece of rubble out of the wall. Like, that's how you do fast-paced, like, combat with, like... With a Jedi character. Is you don't make them manually pick a target object and then pull it. You just let them pull it from anything. Well, no, I know what you mean, Henry, but if you remember carefully, okay, I actually can't speak for the Wii version, but the PlayStation version, you needed to look in the direction of the object. And I don't mean with the camera, with the character's face. His actual position of his head was what determined what you targeted, and it made targeting specific object near impossible. And so it was just really fucking awkward when you had to try and do, like, puzzles involving using the Force. Oof. Yeah, I don't think I can go in there. That's a complete wash. But also, there's another thing to it, Henry, is, I don't know about the Wii version again, but in Force Unleashed, you could not move while doing this. When you picked something up, both analogs were used to control moving the object. Admittedly, has been a while. Oh, hey, Dash. But yeah, it has been a while since I've played Force Unleashed, so maybe it did work like that, but I remember it being super awkward to target something. This is just... fucking effortless. Alright, so that's a level 4 door. So, let's go. So, hey Dash, I mentioned something about Soviet launch codes. Where is it actually? It might not be on my menu. I thought it was. Records and research. It's in one of these. Okay. Ah, here it is, the floppy disk. This is a floppy disk that was just spawned into existence, just due to the Cold War tension. And so all the idea of like the Cold War and impending nuclear apocalypse caused this floppy disk to just spawn into existence. And and when you're holding it, you have telekinesis. And it also actually contains nuclear Soviet launch codes. And we have the Surface Pistol, which apparently has had a long history and might have been every legendary weapon throughout history, including Excalibur and Milion, or however the fuck you meant to pronounce Thor's hammer. So, here we go. This is where we're meant to go.
What's down
this Dash, have you ever heard of SCP, or the game SCP Containment Breach, where you've got all those weird objects and they're numbered and they have them like, yes, that's what this is. They just made an SCP game, but with their own original IP. Oh shit! There's the janitor. Is he in here?
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted. Otherwise,
There's
I can't
something
get to
I'll
the
show
other
you in a
side of
second,
this.
Dash, that I think you'll
Can
really
you help me get to
appreciate.
the override?
They like to reuse actors from their old games,
Easy peasy.
and there's one whose voice you might
Just around
recognize.
the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Jaha, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not the yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Dude, are you telling me there's a nuclear
Best to
reactor in
keep up
here?
with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later. when you
Alright,
have
so this
time.
is another bounty board.
Vacation. Right.
Yes. No one's
Yeah,
gonna cancel my holiday or the
they-
seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry
These
at
particular
all.
camera
We'll
angles
take
are a little
care
weird
of
because
it
it's kind of like
until
what
this crisis gonna
RPGs
be
do,
last winter's
but they're
snow.
more dynamic than they really need to be.
You better go now, so you don't have
But there's other
time
times when they're
to
doing
head back to
cutscenes
your
and the
bed.
camera is just all
The
over the
door
fucking
in
place.
back leads to the plant.
And it's constantly panning
door
and
in
turning
the
upside down to make things
That's great.
disorientating.
Thank you, Ahti.
So this is what I was referring to, Dash, is you might recognize this actor. Nope, not that one. His voice specifically.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us.
It's Max
We're all
Payne.
merely guests there.
That's the Max Payne actor.
Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb sterile.
It's him in
apartments
3 as
with
well.
lights
I think it's consistent across all 3
and
games.
everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Yeah, even the main character, she's actually from Quantum Break. She was a minor character in that. And Alan Wake's probably in here somewhere. Well, he's in the DLC specifically, but he might also be other characters.
Throw it in the fire. Burn it all.
Burn the
it
trash
into a
around the
reindeer.
furnace. Okay,
Not
where's the
into
furnace?
the moose.
Is there a furnace in this room? I might have already passed it, or probably not. Yeah. Oh. Oh, shit!